The black Jesus cannot be messed with. The black Jesus cannot be messed with. Honestly, I have so much respect for the black Jesus. It's not even funny. I'm gonna tell you why he can't be messed with. He knew everything that was about to happen to him, and he also knew all the prophecies he had to fulfill. He knew what God the Father was telling him. He knew what must be done. You know, the black Jesus cannot be messed with. And I cannot tell you otherwise. The black Jesus cannot be messed with. He had so much power from heaven that it cannot compare to your favorite actor. It cannot compare to your favorite rapper. It cannot compare to your talent. It cannot compare to my talent. It cannot even compare to a Satanist. It cannot compare to any of these things that I've mentioned. The black Jesus cannot be messed with. So many reasons why, and God is going to expose it now. The black Jesus cannot be messed with because he's a supernatural being. The black Jesus can't be messed with because he's ahead of his time. The black Jesus can't be messed with because he knows who to pick. The black Jesus can't be messed with because this man prayed even when he was a kid. The black Jesus can't be messed with because they took a lot of his life out of the Bible. The black Jesus can't be messed with because he is the Son of God. And honestly, he had power and all throughout his life, from when he was born through the time he walked, the time that he talked. Everything he ever did had power to it. The black Jesus I'm talking about. Everything that he did and everything that he interacted with, it always came to life. It always brought glory to God. It always has something to do with the will of God. So yeah, the black Jesus cannot be messed with. The black Jesus has a deeper love than God's people who are doing ministry online. The black Jesus has a level of love that cannot compare to a fake person. The black Jesus has a level of love that surpasses humans' understanding. The black Jesus has a level of love that God's followers today are not going to encounter or walk in. The black Jesus is love, and level of love is just out of this realm. It's not heard of. It's unheard of, actually. The black Jesus cannot be messed with because he is somebody that cannot be comprehended. He's somebody that is just still among his people. He's somebody that is coming back. Jesus, the black Jesus, is somebody that is not going to see his people fail. The black Jesus is somebody that shows up on time. The black Jesus is somebody that knows exactly what he's doing. The black Jesus is somebody that Christians cannot relate to. The black Jesus is somebody that cannot be recognized by religion. The black Jesus is somebody that you will meet. The black Jesus is somebody that I've encountered. The black Jesus is somebody that is supernatural. I'm going to be very real with you. The black Jesus is somebody that most people will never relate to. The black Jesus is somebody that it's just indescribable. Honestly, the black Jesus is the true Messiah. Yes, Jesus. Yes, he is. That's why the black Jesus cannot be messed with. Man, the black Jesus, the black Jesus, the black Jesus, Yeshua, he cannot be messed with. He cannot be messed with because he's only concerned about what God thinks of him. He cannot be messed with because he knows what God thinks of him. The black Jesus cannot be messed with because the will must get done. The black Jesus cannot be messed with because he's just ahead of his time. The black Jesus cannot be messed with because he sees the hate. He sees the hate. He's beyond the hate, and he sees the hate. I just gotta shake my head for a minute because like the black Jesus really cannot be messed with. And I gotta give the black Jesus his real credit, man, because he cannot be messed with. The black Jesus cannot be messed with because he's on the throne. The black Jesus cannot be messed with because he has a special eye on his chosen followers. The black Jesus cannot be messed with because his eyes are on fire. The black Jesus cannot be messed with because he will return with all his angels of glory, the holy angels, and with glory. The black Jesus cannot be messed with because his hand is still on the earth. It's on the earth realm. The black Jesus cannot be messed with because he's the most humble man to ever exist. The black Jesus cannot be messed with because His resurrection power is real. The black Jesus cannot be messed with because he doesn't get tired. The black Jesus, and and Jesus wants me to inquire this in what I'm saying, but you know how Kevin Gates says, I don't get tired, I got 6 jobs, or whatever, whatever he's talking about. Jesus don't get tired though. That's the thing. Jesus does not get tired. Even in the earth realm that